Harry and Sam, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome to Sunnyside Festival. What's your first impressions of the venue? Just arrived.
It's wicked. It's like this Uno club. It kind of gives me a... I wasn't there for the old terrace days in Ibiza, but this is what I can imagine it feeling like.
Yeah,
outdoor clubbing.
Yeah, it's nice to be somewhere with no roof on. You kind of forget that other people do it like that when you spend so much time in London clubs or indoor clubs, you know.
Yeah,
It's
in a
complete
dark
different
basement
vibe.
to
Yeah.
see some blue sky, and it's good. It's got a good feeling to it.
I wanted to ask you about North South Records. This is a record label platform, but also a trio with yourselves and Dale Mussington.
Yeah.
How does the vibe change in terms of what you're playing, or how do your musical direction complement each other, or even differ?
The three of us, if you listen to each of us individually, you can hear that we have our own sounds.
Yeah.
But I also think when we play together, we have, I know for me personally, I play records that I don't play on my own, that I only play with the boys.
Right.
And then it's kind of like, there's slightly a bit more freedom maybe sometimes to go a bit more into things that you'd maybe worry about playing on your own. It's a bit more of a cushion playing with your mates, you know what I mean? It's a bit more like you're trying things out. It's kind of quite good. I often test out new stuff when we do our stuff at the pub. And
Yeah.
so what do you think?
I think you can still pick up that it's our individual sounds, but more in the north-south style, if that makes sense. It's hard to put into words really, but
We know what we're talking about.
yeah, you can still tell that it's, if you walk in, you'll be able to hear that's Harry or that's Dale or that's Sam, but it's more in north-south style. What north-south style exactly is,
Pretty varied, I'd say.
yeah, across the board, but also I think you can also tell it's north-south.
And maybe that comes from, that if you think about the A&R of the label and what you're looking for in terms of the artists that are releasing on there or the sounds that are releasing on there, is there a particular vision that
I
you
mean,
have with
I
North-South?
think we started North-South as three very close mates, just playing tunes that we loved, and that's kind of the way the label's grown. The only people releasing on the label is close friends of ours.
Yeah, the idea was always starting with mates and going from there, and it's just kind of stayed like that. And generally, if it's not a friend, it's always going to be someone that we have become mates with, and the rule kind of generally is if we're all going to play it, then we'll release it. Do you know what I mean? If we're kind of questioning something, but actually, do all three of us play this? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, then it works for the label.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the test, isn't it? The litmus test. If only one of three would play it, it doesn't make the
You
grade.
all have to like it, otherwise, no, sorry.
Yeah, we're a democracy.
Harry, you're thinking as well of doing your own label as well, or something's coming out from your side?
Yeah,
separately?
so this year, I mean, it's kind of all ready to go. It's the case of actually finally submitting it, putting it out there. But yeah, it'll be called Seeing Double. And again, it's a similar kind of thing to what we've just spoken about. I guess it leans a bit more to the stuff that I play. It's the same kind of thing. All the tracks there are tracks I play, but I don't just feel they feel a bit separate from North South. And also, I quite wanted to have another label as well, just another output. We'll run alongside North South, and actually probably the two will complement each other if anything. So yeah, looking forward to getting that started this year.
There's a Brain Surfers thing launching as well.
Yeah, and then we have our own. Oh, you can say about that as well.
Yeah, so what's that one?
So me and Harry, we've released some tunes under this, like a production duo project from the two of us.
Yeah.
And we've released a couple tunes during lockdown. We would each start a tune and just send it backwards and forwards over. Yeah. Because I was back up north back then.
Yeah.
And Harry was obviously still down in Chelmsford. So we were just sending things back and forwards. We would each start a thing, work on it for it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours each, and then switch.
Like relay.
Yeah.
Tune relay.
And then it got to a point where we were like, right, those tunes are done. And then we got 2 of those out. We're really happy with the way it worked. We've always loved working together in the studio. And yeah, so now we're going to make more of a thing of the...
Well, we've got to be pretty much finished an EP.
Yeah, so we've got an EP finished for North South under Brain Surfers.
Brain Surfers, so that's the name.
Yeah, that's
of
the
duo,
name.
yeah.
That's the name of the project
It came
duo.
out when we made those tracks in lockdown. It was a techno record, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There was a Brain Surfers remix or Surfing the Brain remix on this old record, and so that's a great name, the Brain Surfers. Yeah.
how was that making music together, but virtually compared to being in the studio? I guess maybe that had some challenges to it. Or
The outcome's been very different.
yeah.
But we as producers since then have changed, I'd say, quite a lot. Like you weren't in the studio at that time. We didn't have the North South studio.
No, I was
Yeah,
set up in my brother's bedroom in my mum's house, thrown out of our usual working spaces. So I
Yeah.
just made a makeshift studio in my brother's bedroom whilst he wasn't staying in there. So
Yeah, but then post lockdown, we as North South got a studio at Star Lane,
Right.
and so the EP was made in there. And I mean, we'd made music together anyway, but this was the first time we sat down and we're like, right, we'll make something brain surfery. And again, it's quite different to anything that me and you make individually.
yeah,
And really different to the first EP. It's more
Yeah.
techno-y. They're all more live jam stuff, aren't they? I think we kind of just hit play and just, you take that half of the room, I'll take that half of the room, and see what happens. And
Yeah.
came out
yeah,
well.
it's a really fun way of working, isn't it? Like when you're sort of making music on your own, you don't have enough arms and legs to reach everything in the studio. So when yeah, my toes, mate. So when there's both of you, so like Harry says, we take a half of the studio each, and the feeling is much more live because we're both playing things at the same time. It's
Yes,
not
One of you do something and then you see the other one reacting to it. It's quite much more of a reactionary process
Yeah.
than being like, oh, what would I do here?
Yeah.
And you actually get things done quicker as well in terms of like just working in comparison, working on your own and then in a duo. Because you make decisions quicker, or if you can't make the
see it in the
decision, the
moment.
person, whoever you're working with, will be like, no, this, I like this or that. So
Yeah.
stuff gets done quicker, I think.
and you also end up with some very silly track names as well.
Stupid stuff. Yeah.
When can we expect to maybe hear some of it? Any ideas?
Oh, maybe
Well,
it should have been 2 months ago.
Hopefully soon then.
I mean, it's been played out on that. We're playing it already.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
playing
yeah.
it, mate.
We're hearing it on the
It's
dance
just
floor.
it's just a case of now getting it into the final stages of.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've submitted our next North South EP, so that will be coming in within the next few months.
Should be weeks, really. Well,
Yeah.
waiting on test
So
presses.
test presses,
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah.
So then the REP could well follow that one up, I think.
Yeah,
So it could be.
that was the plan,
could be
wasn't
with us
it? Yeah.
around summer, end of
Yeah,
summer.
throwing a month out there. It's going to be September, October time.
Ah.
But that's
Well,
putting
we've got this on
pressure on
record. We've got this on
it.
record now. Yeah, nice one.
Cool.
Good. Well, we'll look forward to hearing it. Today it's a great partnership. Half-baked Trommel on the stage. It's going to be a class one, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Nice
Cheers,
one, man.
mate. Thank you.
Cheers.